Hi, it's Taylor and welcome to TayTV. For today's class, I'm dedicating this to my friend Claire. Claire recently moved away from San Francisco and I miss seeing her in my weekly studio classes. So I'm dedicating this week's class to you, Claire. I hope you enjoy it. When you're ready, roll out your mat and let's begin. Okay, so we're going to start in a seated position. I want to settle us in today before we start class. So just remove the flesh from your sits bones to help you sit a little taller. And always recommendation, you can always use a blanket or even a pillow to prop up your hips if you find sitting like this difficult. So we won't be here too long, but let's just settle in a little bit, allow our minds to catch up with our bodies. I know sometimes we arrive on our mat just trying to squeeze in 20-minute practice or 20-minute exercise, or just have a quick 20 minutes to do something. So settling in here, letting ourselves slow down a little bit. So sitting a little bit taller, you can roll the shoulders back and down the spine, closing your eyes here, resting the palms face down on your thighs. Relaxing the space between your eyebrows. So noticing if it was furrowed and just relaxing that, trying to create a little space between your eyebrows. Bringing the gaze inward. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. One more time, inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Sealing the lips. Continuing to breathe as you settle in for class. With each breath, with each inhale, fully breathing in, really allowing yourself the time and space right now to breathe fully. Fully inhaling the lungs and then exhale. Releasing the breath. And with each exhale, feeling the outermost shell, outer skin, the outermost part of you soften a little bit. Relax a little bit. So taking a few more breaths here on your own. And finally, setting your intention for class today. Maybe dedicating your class to someone. Think of them, hold them in your heart for today's class. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Slowly opening up your eyes. And let's get moving. So, coming forward, we'll come onto all fours. Bring the palms under the shoulders, knees under the hips, spreading the fingers nice and wide, and start to roll the hips in small circles, clockwise, little circles. Maybe counterclockwise, little circles again. And then opening up a little more freedom of movement, maybe opening and widening that circle. Maybe the circle becomes more of like an oval. Maybe it starts to take a random shape. Keep moving, keep breathing. And then sinking the hips back down, child's pose. Reaching back with the hips. And then lifting up from the tailbone first. Traveling through the spine, back to all fours, and then leaning forward even more. So dropping the hips down and forward. And then again, pulling the navel in, sinking the hips back. This will be the exhale as we take a few more breaths here. The inhale as you move forward. Again, dropping the hips down, shift the gaze up. Exhale, pressing back, child's pose. Taking two more full breaths like that. Exhale, sinking the hips back. Take a full breath, filling the backside body. And then looking forward, rising up, lifting the hips up and back, downward facing dog. So taking a few breaths here, allowing your body to kind of settle into this pose, stretching the legs, walking the dog if you bend opposite knees, shifting the hips side to side, or the ankles side to side, and the hips, I guess, too. That's a nice stretch too. Looking forward, walking the feet up in between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Widening the stance, so toe heel the feet out a little wider. Grabbing opposite elbows, and then forward fold again. So breathing here, shaking out the head. Yes and no, relieving the tension in your neck. Releasing the arms. Slight bend in the knees, ragdoll, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Rolling the shoulders up and back. Inhale, reaching the arms up to the sky, intertwining the fingers, press the palms up. Inhale, reaching, lifting from the rib cage. Exhale, leaning over to your left side body. Feeling rooted in both heels. Take a breath. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, leaning over to the right. Again, taking a breath. Inhale, reaching back up to center. Exhale, hands forward fold. Hands through heart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping back to plank. Lowering the knees and the chest down to the earth. Inhale, peeling up the shoulders, low cobra. Exhale, releasing down, pressing back, child's pose. And back, downward facing dog. This time, lifting that right leg up and back. Three-legged dog. Pause here for a breath, grounding through that left heel. Looking forward, step the right foot forward, step the left foot to match. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up, reach into the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping back to plank. Yogi's choice, take a flow or press back, downward facing dog. This time, lift that left leg up and back. Grounding through that right heel, take a breath. Looking forward, stepping it forward. Step the right foot to match. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, stepping back to plank. Again, take a flow or press back, downward facing dog. One more time, each side, lifting that right leg up and back. Exhale, stepping it forward. Step the left foot to match. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Again, yogi's choice, take a flow or press back, downward facing dog. Left leg, lift that left leg up and back. Stepping it forward. Step that right leg to match. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up, reach into the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a breath. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, sit back to plank. Again, take a flow or press back, downward facing dog. Taking a few more breaths here. And then releasing the knees down, sitting back, hero's pose. So sitting in hero's pose, sitting nice and tall. If you want to place a block or blanket underneath your hips or your ankles to elevate it a little bit, that might help take some of the tension off. Releasing the palms down to the thighs, sitting a little taller, lengthen through the top of the head, roll the shoulders up and back. Closing the eyes, coming back to your breath, releasing the tension between your eyebrows. And again, as you exhale, feeling the outermost shell of your body soften. Opening your eyes, coming to a nice seated position with the legs out in front of you on your mat. So legs nice and straight, remove the flesh from the sits bones, flexing the feet. Inhale, reaching the arms up, lifting up from the rib cage, hinging at the hips, forward fold. So grabbing your feet, your ankles, your toes, your shins, wherever you are. And know that it's not just about getting your nose or your chest to your thighs. You'll feel this stretch no matter where you are. So honor where you are to avoid injury. Honor where you are, and then the more that you fold, the deeper you'll get. It's not a competition. All right? So take a couple more breaths here, enjoying the stretch. And then release the feet, bring the soles of the feet together, knees nice and wide, coming to butterfly. Grab the outsides of your feet, rotating the pelvis forward, lifting up through the top of the head. Inhale, exhale, hinging at the elbows, bringing the chest towards your feet. Then releasing that, lengthening the legs out in front of you, making our way down onto our backs, one vertebrae at a time. So taking your time, engaging that core as you roll down. Hug your knees into your chest, rock side to side. Place the feet on the earth. We'll do one back bend. And if wheel is in your practice, feel free to pop up onto that on your own. Otherwise, stick with me for bridge, keeping the feet on the earth about hips distance, knees pointing up, palms facing down onto the earth. Rotate the pelvis down so the lower back is touching the earth. And then start to press up into the heels and the feet, lifting the hips up one vertebrae at a time. Keep lifting, keep pressing into the heels. If it feels good, you can shimmy the shoulders underneath. Intertwining the palms, lengthening the arms. Keep pressing into the heels. And keep the gaze up towards the sky. Don't look at me as you do this. So if you need to pause the video, watch this first, and then do it, do that. Otherwise you might strain your neck. So keep pressing into the heels, keep lifting the hips. Taking one more full breath. And then slowly lowering everything down. Hug the knees into your chest, again rocking side to side. Bring the arms out to a T by your side. Keep the knees lifted. And then shift the hips over to the right. Drop the knees over to the left. Come into a spine twist. Shift the gaze over that right shoulder. And also notice if both shoulders are touching the earth. Sometimes the right shoulder wants to pop up. See if you can wiggle and shimmy to get both touching the earth. And then coming back to center. Switching sides, shift the hips to the left, knees to the right this time. Gaze is over the left shoulder. And again, notice, again, if both shoulders are on the earth. So this time that left shoulder might want to pop up. And coming back to center. Come into happy baby, one final pose. So bring the arms inside the legs, grab the outsides of the feet, pulling the knees in towards your armpits and your chest. Maybe rock side to side if that feels good on your lower back. And then we'll make our way into final Shavasana. So straightening the legs out, down on the mat. Allow the feet to fall away from one another. Arms by your side, palms to the sky. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. We'll be here for about a minute. If you'd like a longer Shavasana, feel free to pause the video now, take your own, and then join us at the end. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, awakening the body. Reach the arms up over your head, stretch from fingertips to the tips of your toes. Making your way up to a nice, comfortable seated position, and maybe rolling onto that right side first. And pushing up. Coming to a nice seated position on your mat. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Take a deep inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. I always close practice with a moment of gratitude. So think of one thing you're grateful for. Hold that in your heart right now. Thank you for practicing with me today, my friend. Namaste. Great job, my friend. I hope you enjoyed today's class. If you have any questions about today's class or your practice in general, make sure you leave a comment down below this video or stop on over to taylorpangman.com and leave a message there as well. Now, if you stop by my website, make sure you subscribe to my weekly newsletter and become a TayTV insider. Once you do, you'll receive instant access to a video I created that'll help you live a more present life. You'll also receive exclusive content and personal updates that I don't share anywhere else. Keep up your practice. I am so grateful that you practiced with me today. Show yourself some love for showing up today, and I'll see you next week on TayTV.